Real Action is brought to you by Pertec, with 103 service and supply centres around Australia for all your hydraulic and industrial hose requirements. G'day, welcome to Real Action. Michael Guest, Jonathan Bleakley, and I've got Mitch Cronk with me today on one of my favourite days of the year. It's that first sort of cold weather. The snap. We
just took the jumper off.
Yeah, well, exactly. So early start. We backed in really early this morning at the ramp. There was hardly anyone there, which was really good. In the dark, poked along. There's a few whales around. Didn't go too fast. Got the throttle open as we got a bit closer. We've got a Burley session happening.
My favourite style of fishing.
So we've got. I just cleaned the freezer out. There's all sorts of stuff in my freezer. Anyway, it's wafting down it's all biodegradable, so that's good. So it's all wafting down the Burley Trail, and we're looking to try and find.
Go, Mitchy.
We're looking to try and find a few snap. He's dropped his sunnies and hit it, Mitch. And did you get him?
Yeah. He's got weight there.
He's away. So
it is all happening.
It's all happening. So we're looking to catch a few snapper. We might head out a bit wider for a pearl perch. There's tailor in the wash here. There's all sorts of things zipping around.
Tailor here.
And I think Mitch has got a tailor. Swing it in, Mitch. It's a little bonnie.
I think I've got both the ones here.
It's a bonito.
Bonnie.
Hey, chaotic fishing is what Burley
Swing him straight up and in. Oh. That's how we roll here on Real Action. Oh, he's got the shirt. It's got me. And you've pinned him as a live bait. You've actually got him pinned, so it's all happening. This fella's not going to go back because I've got to tell you, that's a great fresh bait to put down, straight back down the Burley Trail.
I'm going to the rod, you're going to the live bait tank.
I don't think we're far off a snapper, but we might go wide, we might come back in. Who knows what's going to happen? Righto, so we've got a range of baits. We just caught this bonito earlier, so I've taken the side off it, so I'm going to cut that up for bait. It's always great when you can get nice, fresh produce like that and use that for bait. If we're going to use it for bait, you'd
Sorry, just didn't interrupt you, mate.
While I'm doing this, we'll get back to Jono in a minute. Just come back to me for a second. You just stay on target here for a minute. He's always interrupting. But we've got pillies here. I think Jono had a pilly out then, and then I'm going to cut this bonnie into some nice strip baits just like that. And feed those down.
All yours, mate. I've just dropped him.
Oh. So after all of that hoo-ha, while I'm trying to show everyone what we're up to, there we go, look at that. They're beautiful baits. So I'm going to feed one of those out.
Go, mate. Oh. Livey in one hand, testy in the other.
Oh, there we go. Bit of a...
Get this out of the way.
Bump around. Oh, I'd say that's a...
Sneaking behind you, mate.
I reckon that's a snapper. Don't have a lot of current here at the moment. And that's one thing that you really want when you're burleying, is to have some tidal flow to move that burley across the reef. And we've set up on that northern side. And see how we go. And I reckon this is what we'd call a panty or a pan-sized snapper, and that's exactly what it is. All right, now that's not the worst start I've ever had when I've been fishing. So certainly if you're in for a feed of snapper, that'll be the size right there, but that's probably only my first bait. So no sinker, you can see there, no sinker on that rig, really simple, just tied straight to the hook. Oh, there's a bite, Jono.
Gotcha! Oh, come on.
Early morning.
That's a good fish.
Bit of line coming off.
Oh, I must admit, anytime there's a Burley trail involved, I get excited. Oh, I've got colour there.
Oh, yes, that's a snapper.
And
I reckon
the right species.
Well, I think you've upgraded the one I caught.
Did you just admit that?
Come on, swing it in, swing it in. I reckon, well, I was going to net it, but I'm going to do, you got this, I'll just go wrapping up. Mitch, come up here for a minute. Mate, I got to tell you, if you're, how old are you?
21.
21. I grew up just with snapperitis where I couldn't sleep at night, just wanting to do this. To be out here.
Did you just invent a disease?
Snapperitis, it's a problem. I struggle sleeping. When I get excited about fishing, and you know what? That tells you that you're still excited.
Yeah.
Even I've been doing it for a few years, but I love this sort of fishing.
Look at the sun on that fish.
Yeah, hook's right in there. That's a 6A chemically sharpened hook, what we call a cutting point hook, and it's done its job. And I reckon that's just a bit bigger than the one I caught. If we can just go
hang
up
on.
in
Mitch,
increments.
was that bigger than what Michael caught?
I think he's got you.
He's good, he's welcome
Right.
back.
Well, hopefully Mitch gets the next one anyway.
Awesome fish
Beautiful,
to start.
beautiful one.
Marine Rescue New South Wales has more than 3,000 volunteers to help keep you safe on the water. You can log on with your local Marine Rescue base when you're heading out. You can call them back to check your marine radio is working. Best of all, they'll come to your rescue if you break down or worse. It costs a lot to provide this world-class service, so make sure you support your local volunteers whenever you get the chance. Marine Rescue New South Wales, volunteers saving lives on the water.
Go, mate. Wow, 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 wow.
That's proper.
I reckon it might be a kingfish, this one, Mitch. I've got the mighty glass tip rod here. I love it, 6 to 10 kilo rod and a snapper rod, 6,000 size reel, some 30 pound mono and 30 pound leader. So, can go pretty hard on it. I'm just trying to keep this fish up a bit at the moment. Oh, and he's done me.
Just like that.
And that's what happens, unfortunately, sometimes. Let's see what's happened with it. I've just pulled the hook, or I think he got me to the bottom in the end.
He's got you on everything.
Yeah, popped the leader. But, yeah, didn't have too much drag there, just a bit unlucky, I think. That's the way it goes. Let's keep fishing.
I love that sound.
Such a good noise.
There we go. Let's jump it around a bit. What have we got here? It's the great thing about fishing bait and burley in this situation. Sometimes pull up a few different critters that you didn't think you were going to get a bite of.
Can I get a prediction without looking at the water?
Without looking at the water, I'm going to tell you it's a snapper. All right. Hey, take a bit of handling, the old snapper. Oh, you come
Jeez.
down and have a bit of a look, have you, Mitch?
Nice fish, Guesty.
No, he or
Very
she
healthy fish.
is a very pretty fish. Look at that. That's our redfish in the southern states. Have an amazing area that they cover right around the country. So I've caught them as far as 1770, but I know the guys at Mackay catch them. I've heard them in Cairns even, all the way down through Tassie. Of course, South Australia is a place where you do catch some absolute horses, and then right up the coast of WA. So they're pretty well a national fish. It's only that very top end that they don't inhabit. But this part of the world, we're off the mid-north coast of New South Wales, is a great place to catch some beautiful fish like that.
Yep, got him.
Go, Mitchy. Oh, a bit of weight there.
Yeah, there's a bit of weight there.
Head shakes.
No head shakes yet. Oh no, there's a couple little
There's
head
a couple
shakes
little
there.
head shakes.
There we go.
Isn't it funny how before you've even seen the fish, you can kind of call the species based off what it's doing?
Absolutely, every fish fight's different.
Oh, it's a trad.
Look at
I'll
that.
put my rod down and give you a hand if you want, mate.
Yep, I'm going to step back. Oh,
Come here, give me a leader.
yep.
And another species. So this morning, oh, come here, mate. This morning you've caught what? You've
reckon
caught a kingfish, a bonnie, a snapper, and now a trad.
Have a look at that. They look like possibly could be kingfish there on the sounder. You can see we've got down scan, side scan, and really need down scan, and we should change the screen actually, and the conventional sounder, but that's pushing the bait, and I reckon that could be a king. We've got a live yellowtail down. I'll let you deal with that.
Right.
And I might wind that yellowtail a bit higher because they're at, and that's why you have your sounder on 15 metres. I've got my bait down too low there.
Nice work, mate.
Cheers. Yep. A few big head shakes there.
Little snapper,
That feels
that
like
one.
a better fish. Oh, hold on, he's swimming towards us. A little bit of colour there.
Yep, that'll be a snapper, I reckon, mate. Oh no, it's another
That's another
drag.
drag.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Just like that. Another drag.
Yeah, pass me your rod. You hold your fish. Tarraglan, beautiful. Now they do get mistaken for mulloway a little bit too. Quite a soft sort of flesh fish. Really good to eat as well. But we're going to let this fella go in about 2 seconds. But I'll just pop that hook out. There's a bit going on, and we want to keep on. Oh, gee, that's in there. Hold that up there. Move your fat fingers out the way, Mitch. That's it. Now we can see.
There we go.
But they do get, mistaken for a mulloway. Big difference is they've got more of a concave tail, not a convex tail. So mulloway tail will be rounded that way, where these ones are curved back in. They look a bit different around the head as well. All right, buddy, we'll slide him back in, eh? Oh, hang on, hold on to that. Let's get a bit of a bite on my rod. Oh, hang on.
Look at that.
Mate, they're
Look at
coming
that,
in thick and
another
fast, the tarantulas.
over the
Must be a school of them. That was on a really big piece of fresh bonito, that one there, and it has scoffed it down. Beautiful fish, and we might even keep one or two there to eat. We've got plenty of ice, and if you're going to keep a fish, make sure you dispatch
Look
it.
after it.
Yeah, look after them, mate. It's like anything. We love, we do a lot of catch and release on real action, but we're going to keep a couple of small snapper and maybe a terraglan, and that's well and truly legal size, that one right there.
He's beautiful.
We've just had a bit of a move, so we finished our Burley session in close there and thought, got a bit of a mark out wider where you get one of my favourite eating fish of all time, and it's really good fun fish to catch, and that's pearl perch, and they've got a great big eye and a big mouth. So we thought we'd just come out, it's not a bad day, a little bit of breeze, a little bit of swell, but we're in the big girl today, the 7600 boat, so it's only about a half an hour run, and then we might go back in later. We'll just see what happens and try another one of those key bite periods, I should say, for a snapper, and that's as the sun goes down if we don't. But I've got to tell you, first drop here and I'm away. Let's move over this side. It's not a pearl perch at all, it's actually a snapper from the depths. So actually grab that leader for a sec. Swing that up. Wow, there you go. Slightly different when you look at that snapper compared to what we were catching. I'll just swing it around the light so you can see. I'll take the hook out of there. Come on, bud, there you come. If we look at it compared to the snapper that we're in closer there, really orange, so that's come out of 100 metres of water, that one. Oh, well, that's first drop anyway, which is good. Bit of a move, as I said, about a half an hour run. A little bit more breeze out here, a little bit of current, but we've got the electric motor down, and it's so easy fishing like that. Mark a few fish, hit that electric anchor button, and that's the first drop right there. Yeah, baby. As soon as I hit the bottom. As soon as I hit the bottom.
What's the fight looking like?
Well, it's not
a lot
doing
of head shakes.
a lot. And pearl perch, which is what we're really hoping to catch, although I'm always happy to catch a snapper, they open their mouth and have this bit of a bucket mouth thing and tend to slow the process down.
Oh, there's a
and
nice
it's silver,
bit of colour
so
at the back.
That's a good sign. We've got a bit of colour at the back, and it's the right colour, and it's sort of coming up through the water column
you've got a double.
the right way. And I've got the desired
the
species.
pearly
I've got
and-
the pearly, pearl perch and the leatherjack. Come around behind me here, Jono. Grab that.
Yeah.
All right, lads.
Don't worry about one.
You grab
We'll take
the
two.
leather jacket.
I'll grab the leather
I'm going
jacket.
to tell you, they're a pretty cool thing, those big but
That's the desired species.
that's what we wanted.
Aren't they cool looking fish? Oh my goodness.
And that's a good sized pearl perch. It's sort of all,
It's a bit of a concoction going on there.
it is a little bit, but that's okay. But come out of there, you.
I've got line going everywhere, but that's all right.
I'll get that over there. You hang on to the jacket, look at that. That's a beautiful looking creature, and they grow. I've caught them up, not for a long time though, but quite big ones, up around almost sort of 6 kilos. I've seen them too, but I've caught them to probably 4.5, 5 kilos. But I'll tell you, that's a beautiful fish. And that's a table fish, so that is not going back. And I'm going to tell you,
I don't reckon he's going back.
no, they're great eating those big yellow jackets. They can be a bit of a pain. Mitch is over the other side there at the moment retying because he got bitten off with a bit of a double bait rig.
They have a tendency to do that. I mean, look at those.
They're like secateurs,
Look at
those teeth. That doesn't look like a jacket, I don't think, is it?
No, it's head shakes and fighting the whole way up.
it could be the desired fish, mate.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you just got to not jerk the rod around too much with braid because they've got quite soft mouths and you can loosen those hooks up really quite easily. Circle hooks are actually probably a better way to go. We've got J hooks on at the moment, but a circle hook can quite often lock in the jaw a bit better, especially in the deep water.
Tell you what, Guesty, 100 metres is a long way.
Yeah, it is, yep. Especially on those little reels. Oh, pearl perch, mate.
Nice big pearly.
Yeah, all right, swing him back and I'll grab him for you.
Back a bit.
Oh, nice perch. There you go, mate. That's a very solid pearl perch. You can give him a thumb grip, stick your thumb in there, hold him up and show everyone at home what that looks like. Get rid of these fat fingers. You don't need those fat fingers. Get those out of the way. Oh, if I can get that.
That's a pretty good hook set.
It is a good hook set, that one. That was on the fresh bonito.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think they'll pretty much go on anything. Squid's a good bait too at times, and pilchards, but that's a beautiful looking fish. Massive big eyes. You can see that they'd be a real predator down on the bottom with those big eyes and swing that mouth around. Big lateral line, exactly. And then that big mouth as well.
Awesome.
Well done, mate. Yep. Oh, there we go. So went out and did our deeper water thing and found the pearl perch we're looking for, and we thought we'd come in closer here and just get the afternoon with a bit more burley, just find that next size up fish, and that's my first bait, and absolutely that's what it is. Great fish, nice shallow water. Look at that. He's climbed on that bait. Oh. Pretty happy to see that this time of day. And thanks. Oh, thanks, Mitch. That's my first bait. Disappeared. So it tells you straight away they're quite hungry. We've got a low tide. A tide change coming up, not too far away. So great time to be here. We'll get that burley going. A few fish on the sounder, and that's a fantastic start right there. Off you go, bud. There you go. Oh. I reckon there's snapper in our burley trail there now, or swimming around underneath the boat. There's not much current here, so the burley's going straight down, but we've got fish just wandering around here. They would definitely be snapper here, these couple, so fingers crossed we can get them to bite.
That's definitely a better one. He's pulling string. Oh, that's a good red.
Yeah, that's better, mate. Absolutely. Mate, I've got the net there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good fish. That's the one we wanted for the day.
What we're after.
All right, so we can see that.
Oh, here we got you.
Oh, that's a great fish.
That is a better fish.
Absolutely. There you go. Beautiful.
That's what we're after.
Starting to get that bump on the head. That real, look at that afternoon light on that fish. Beautiful looking fish, that one there. And yeah, pinned just around the other side. Those 6.0 chemically sharpened hooks. A whole pilly was the weapon of choice there, and that's certainly done the job, mate. Well done.
Humble pilly.
Yeah, that's it.
Off you go. Back to your home.
Burley going. These are pretty cool design reels, these ones. You can see there it's virtually in free spool with just some tension, and then hit the handle, and then we're straight onto that fighting drag. So that's 20-pound mono with some 30-pound fluorocarbon. You can pull pretty hard on it. She's a bit dirty today. It's got bits of pilchard scales and other things, and yeah, that's the way to go. So we just leave it in that free spool, wait for that bite to happen, and away she goes.
Yeah, there he is. There we go.
Oh, you're on too, Mitchy.
Double header.
Nice work. Late afternoon. Oh, I had that good session at lunchtime. Then we've come in, and within a pretty short period, I must add, we've had 2 good bites, and this has got some good weight to it. How's yours feeling?
Going all right.
Going all right?
He's,
and it's another nice snapper.
That's
awesome.
a beautiful fish.
Pigeon pair, are they? Righto, Mitchy, let me get this net on the other side of the boat. It's not ideal, but it is a problem, and I'm happy to have 1 in, 2 in. I need a hand, brother.
Got him.
Oh, there's some weight in that net. Oh, can we have a breather? Oh.
What a session.
He couldn't let us have any fun. He had
Well,
to get
come
into
on.
it.
Sit those back in the
didn't
water.
join
Sit
in.
that net in the water. Let's
yeah.
get 3 in the net, because how often does that happen? Not very often.
The trifecta.
And I reckon
Similar fish, mate.
similar to those ones, I think.
Oh, how was that, Mitchy? 1, 2, and then guessed he's joined in the fun.
And it's that late afternoon, tide change, peak bite times for snapper are definitely early and late. And this is a late one. Here we go. Come on. Lift that up.
Oh, lads.
Well, check that out. There's a brace of really nice snapper. Late afternoon, tide change. It's all happening. We've had a cracking day.
Unreal.
out.
Full
Snapper,
fish.
tragline, pearl perch. Some of the biggest leather jackets I've seen in a long
And a
time.
trifecta snapper.
What a way to finish off. You've been watching Real Action. Michael Guest, Mitch Cronk, Jonathan Bleakley. We'll catch you next time.
See you
Bye
guys.
now. See ya. All right. Off you go, guys. Oh,
Who wins?
Real Action is proudly brought to you by the all-new Amarok, born from tough love. Look after your best mate with Hypro, pioneers in pet food.